Entering system. Leap of faith.
And you are through. Initial measurements of the immediate area show no hazardous regions or other immediate threats nearby. In the log, the Nomad researcher spoke of finding an unnatural alien structure in the system. Assistant, let us see if we can find this intriguing construct. From what I can tell, this system seems to be subject to a phenomenon similar to the Tide in the Avarice system. But these spikes in energy are far less frequent. Unlike Avarice, however, the source of the outburst appears to be a black hole which periodically emits radiation. But this is no reason to worry, Assistant. This event seems to release significantly less energy in comparison. See the structure on my scanners. Conducting an initial examination now. How utterly fascinating! Assistant, the structure in front of you here is incredibly old, to the point where I'm having difficulties dating it correctly. My equipment cannot read the data, but an educated guess would be that this structure is astonishingly ancient. My hypothesis would be that it was abandoned by its architects several millennia ago. This means the structure is most likely to be of Sonan origin. It also explains why my attempts at replicating the Protection condensate have failed so far. The Sonan are said to be in possession of technology vastly superior to that of the races we are currently in contact with. Unfortunately, we do not know much about them, other than they are in some way connected to the jump gates. I wonder what it was that they were doing here, and whether it was in some way related to the tide phenomenon. Hold on. We are not alone. According to my readings, yours is not the only vessel that has happened upon this structure.
Would you look at that? It is Bradley. What is he doing here?
He appears to be familiar with the structure already.
Astrid.
Assistant, the second vessel is heading this way. Curiously, the new ship is of the same custom asteroid type.
Brad, finally, there you are. We agreed to do these resupply runs together to cut down on the time we actually spend hauling the stuff back to our distribution center. Yeah, save it. I had North River Company business to deal with. Apparently a sore loser has been snooping around, and I had to throw them off, you know. What the? A great job you did. Look who just happened to sneak up on us here. Hey, you! What are you doing here? I can't believe you found our nowhere space. 7 years. We managed to keep this place secret for 7 years. What do we do now, Lee? Well, this is something best discussed in person. You, come on over for a little chat.
Astrid.
What a curious turn of events.
Their panicked reactions confirm that this is indeed where they obtain their Protection. It is not really their product. It will be interesting to hear what they have to say for themselves. This feels like our best shot at finding a way to help the disenfranchised people of the Avarice system.
These guys might not be the smartest, but going to great lengths obfuscating that there's two of them sure shows that they have some savvy. Stay on your toes.
Docking granted.
It is incredible how the interior of a ship of this size can look so amazingly lavish.
Astrid.
So you came. Wise choice. This one has a good business sense. You can tell. Yes, and we will get to that. Now, if you don't mind me asking, how did you find this place? Ah, yes. I knew that our efforts to clean up should have been more thorough. It seems our contacts in the Vigor Syndicate are slipping. I paid them an obscene amount of credits to make you go away. And look where that has left us. Yes, well, clearly that did not work. So, how about we approach this from a different angle? As you probably figured out, this here is our very own Golden Goose. We have no idea what this whole construct is about. But we did figure out that we can use the condensate surrounding it as shielding against the tide. We are in a very unique position. The people of Avarice absolutely need it. Only we can provide it. Are you able to follow along so far? Oh, please, don't be naive. Because we can, of course. As far as we can tell, the reserves here could supply the entire galaxy for centuries, and we would not run out. The stuff is highly potent, highly advanced, but who'd be willing to repeatedly pay us obscene amounts of money if they knew that? Honestly, sheer luck, like you wouldn't believe. I was just returning from a trade run when the tide hit my ship and pushed it into the anomaly. I don't know exactly why, but I could immediately tell this system was different. Put that down to my entrepreneurial spirit, huh? Anyway, my ship was pretty badly damaged from the impact, so it took me a while to get everything back into shape. Once it was operational again, I eventually came across the derelict station and the Protectia. Someone else must have come before us, though. I was able to interface with technology that was very similar to ours to access the Protectian. I suspect it was those nomad researchers. It took us a while to figure out how to properly transport and store this stuff.
But from there on out, it was just a few lucky breaks, and knowing which people to pay, both to figure out the product at hand and to make any troublemakers disappear. Good. Then you probably know where we are heading with this. Now, obviously we need you to keep quiet about this. We could try to kill you, but as you might have noticed, we are not thugs, and our ships are certainly not made to shoot anyone. I mean, sure, we could set the Vigor Syndicate on you again, throw waves and waves of hired gunmen at you until you are dead, and you would die eventually. But why should we? It's costly and unpredictable, and by the time you are permanently done for, knowledge of this place might have spread throughout the entire universe, and we cannot risk that. Yes, so how about we offer you an unofficial position in this enterprise? You are here now. That means clearly the Vega Syndicate's leadership is slipping. You could be the change of management we have been looking for. Of course, we would pay you handsomely. And who knows? If we get along well, we might even allow you to buy an Astrid-class ship of your own. You know what? Think about it. Take a look around this ship. Make sure to really take in all of the luxurious details. The exquisite wood paneling. That is authentic wood, by the way. None of that synthetic rubbish. And the marble flooring. Really think about what your next steps will look like. You could rise to the top with us. When you have made up your mind, speak with us again, and we will set everything in motion.
I seriously hope you're not considering this. We have both seen what their business practices do to people's lives. Lives snuffed out in a fraction of a second, day after day. They could have put an end to it any time they deemed fit. Oh, and to think that I defended them from criticism for so long, thinking that the Syndicate was the problem.
Assistant, if you have a moment, I have some interesting developments to report to you. As you entered this sumptuous ship, I was able to exploit a weakness in the ship computer's operating system. It appears that the Astrid's engines and systems are uniquely impressive, but the twins did not afford the same attention to detail to their internal security systems. I am happy to report that I have limited read access to their database, and I could potentially access a blueprint that would allow you to set up a condensate containment facility in direct competition with the twins. There is a slight caveat though. I would not be able to copy the blueprint without them noticing, and I cannot guarantee that I can access this file for much longer. This means that you will need to decide whether to fall in line with the North River Company, or strike out on your own and offer the Protection at a much more affordable price. I am afraid you cannot have your bofu and eat it.
Sure, if you seize this opportunity, then you can help the people of Avarice by offering Protection at a significantly lower price. But if you really wanted to, you could also keep the price up to increase your own profits. Now, I'm not saying you should, I'm just saying. You know, it is an option.